16th of February. Midday for me. Well, a little bit. It's like 4 o'clock here, Pacific Coast time. The quest to find a good server. So, we're going to go ahead and sort this selection screen. I can just do my usual official in America. Then I find my character. Curious thing. 3656 is a server I joined recently with some friends and guys that I've played with on other servers. And I am leveling my character there right now. I am not level 60. I am like level, I don't know, 20, 28, I think. So first let's go ahead, and I know that normally I wait for, the pings to show up. Holy shit, 333 ping on 3613. That's fucking astounding. I know it's Sunday afternoon. Let's see, in this time zone right now it'd be like 7 p.m. rain hour for East Coast, so that could be an East Coast server. It'd be even later, I think, for like UK time. If we go for like, I think it's technically Oceania, which is like Australia and Hawaii and the Philippines, it'd be something like, I want to say 12 o'clock in the afternoon for them right now. Maybe plus or minus? No, that's too long. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, looking like the ping is not all that good here. Let's go ahead and see how bad it is for this guy. Ping, I don't know if anybody out there who's watching this understands it, but you can look it up on Google. They have a much better description of what I'm about to give you. But basically, it's the number of milliseconds that it takes for your computer or your console to talk to the host server and for them to get back to you. So the latency could be on your side, it could be on their side, it could be a combination of both sides. Typically, in a multiplayer game like Conan Exiles, it's a combination of all kinds of factors, because it's not only dealing with game states that you create, but game states that your fellow players create as well. And if there's any traffic on the server, this contributes as well. I love playing video games. Just gonna say that right now. It's not, if it's not obvious. I really enjoy playing video games. Actually, I won't say I love them. I really enjoy playing video games, especially when you have such a wide open sandbox like a game like Conan Exiles, where you could do pretty much anything except for, I don't know, mining deep into the earth. Minecraft for that reason. Hold on a second. I know on Minecraft PC there are public servers that are persistent servers. In other words, they're always running. People join at random, build stuff, get griefed, whatever. In Minecraft, it's a bit easier to grief another player, so it is all about obscuring your location, hiding your loot, and all that kind of fun stuff. Oh, I don't remember what I'm doing here. I did die. Okay, so again, I have full camera control, but I can't move my character because he's frozen. But if you want to break that, most times just selecting any item in your inventory will do it for you. I don't remember what I was doing with this character. Okay, so 333 ping. Let's test the lag a little bit. Ooh, there's some stuttering. Normally, if you jump around and shit, tease the game into thinking you're gonna fall off of a cliff. You're supposed to be able to do this. That's actually pretty okay. Whee! Sorry. Let's see who's on. It is not raid window yet, but we do have 2 major clans on here already. I think I came out to this server actually to help with a friend, I want to say. Oh, there is some latency there. Okay, that's kind of bad. I don't normally like to travel the desert or any environment at night because it ability to see at night. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad. Oh wow, that's horrible. That's nearly unplayable in a player versus player environment. Let me think. Is it because we're is this? Oh, look, we have a map room up here. This is cool. Sorry for the sniffs. Who owns this? Undead Awakens. Huh. Okay. Good enough. There should be some. I'm playing with the volume down, as you can tell. So there should be some hyenas. There they are. We're gonna go kind of slow here because I don't want to. I don't want to teleport into an open space like that because a lot of times when I rubber bandage, I get rubber banding and shit. It's like I end up. Well, it's not even really rubber banding. It's more like lurching. I end up overshooting my target area. Like for instance, I'm heading towards that, but then I decide to turn here, and then the game does this weird blah. And next thing I know, I am, up against the cliff or practically in the middle of all those undead. So, not looking forward to having that happen. So we're just gonna go ahead and avoid all this for right now. Do I have any food on me? Oh, I'm being attacked by undead hyena. Ow. Dude, seriously, all that cripple all the time. Well, 1v1 fight, I should be able to take him. I don't know. I don't really have any strength points. It's just my player skilled and grit. Oh, I'm taking some serious damage here. But I'm still being crippled, too. See, cripple is pretty damn freaking powerful, dude. He's still jumping at my ass. Come on. And I just barely getting the soothing. Oh, yeah, we're totally lagging. I don't think I'm going to be staying on this server. This is one of those moments where it's like I came in on this one early in the day and I play it way late at night. But during raid window when there's like people hanging around and all that stuff, I don't think it's worth playing here with this kind of. Yeah, I'm not going to keep this character. So normally what I'll do is like if it's a really bad server, if it's just laggy as shit and you can't really fight anything because you don't know what you're doing, you can always hit the recreate character thing. What that does is essentially kills your character, deletes them from the server, everything you own is just gone. So 3613 is definitely not a playable server for me. In fact, this is the one that I was supposed to come out to help someone with. I'm going to tell them, look, man, I don't know what time zone this server is in or anything, but it is definitely not something I can play on during PvP. Whereas when it would be when you need me. Is that grammatically correct? I don't know. Anyway, so back to the officials. I lost the connection to the internet. This happens all the fucking time. Yeah. Okay. Come on. Let's figure it out, guys. I really wish PlayStation would put the fucking notifications somewhere else on the screen. There should be some way you can rebind that location on the console. I hope the PlayStation 5 allows for that because that is just fucking frustrating as shit. I have notifications turned off even, and I don't know why that shit still shows up. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. It's just like it's just trolling in my opinion. I mean, it's going to be kind of a given when PS5 comes out. I am pretty much going to pick it up. If anything, if they're holding true to their claim that you can play backwards compatible games like PlayStation 2 games, I have a few PlayStation 2 games I would love to stream for you guys that I play that I don't know if I'm going to be any good at them anymore. I used to be pretty darn good at War of Monsters, Destroy All Humans, Tenchu Wrath of Heaven. I think I've got some Mortal Kombats. Excuse me. And I know there's Mortal Kombat here for PlayStation 4. There's the all-new Mortal Kombat 11, which, of course, I have not played. I've been spending my money on other things, for the most part. I've been getting back into tabletop hobbies, and eventually I plan to set up a webcam or figure out how to get my phone to do that. It's going to be real lo-fi, totally garbage style, garage, grunge style, whatever you want to call it. The 3 Gs. Garbage, grunge, and garage style. But start doing some vids on, talking about, board games, talking about role-playing games, talking about tabletop war games, discussing miniatures, techniques, strategies on how to build and paint them, strategies and techniques in playing them, and just kind of just going back into my tabletop hobbying because that was pretty much the main thing that I did, and I only I only infrequently, I wouldn't say rarely, but I only infrequently played console video games. Now, if I went to like a pizzeria or a theme park or I was at the boardwalk or whatever, um, if I was near an arcade, to be blunt, if I was within walking distance of an arcade, or if we were in a mall that had an arcade, I would play. I would play. Grab the nearest console, drop a few quarters, and go for it and have fun. Um, I played a lot of handheld games like the DS, the Game Boys, the Game Boy Advanced and all that, 3DS. I have a Switch Lite now, with has the new Pokemon on it. I'm going to figure out how to stream that eventually. But I played a lot of the Nintendo Game Boy stuff, and I played a lot of PC Flash games and RPG games. I didn't really play video games. They weren't my go-to for a very long time because I had access to tabletops, and either it was a gaming club or it was local friends and family, people I could grab and sit them down at a table and roll some dice and move some minis and have fun. That as as we got older and our schedules got more and more cluttered, it became less and less of an opportunity for me. So then I turned to video game RPGs, and that was like the Final Fantasy, the Zelda stories, um, and all those. And then I got into like things like tactical simulators. I got into like Final Fantasy Tactics. I love that one. I think I still have that on my PlayStation 2 somewhere. I have a PlayStation 2, and I do have some games. I don't know how to stream from them because that's not my savvy. I'm doing this only because PlayStation offers it, and it's easy for me to do, and I enjoy discussing things. Looking at my two main servers, I have a 200 plus ping on those, and there's 10 guys on 3822 and one guy on 3808. I don't have much on either of those, by the way. It's just rudimentary shit, you know. So that if and ever the clans came back, the group that I played with came back, I was ready to help people get reestablished and everything like that. There's no point in building a base when you're just a single player because there's no way you can repair it all and disguise it or cover it or anything else. You don't build a base unless you're like at least a 3 or 4 man clan or more, simply because you don't have the coverage to maintain it. Um, that's the real That's the real limiter in Conan Exiles, is that as a solo player having a humongous base as a solo player, chock full of thralls or whatever, you you tend to you tend to have problems. People will see it, they'll go nuts and want to take your shit and all that, break and enter and all that fun stuff. So, all right, everybody's paying attention to me. That's kind of nice. Let's see who's on. Oh, wow, okay. I don't remember any of those people. I think I know Sniper from someplace else. Yeah. So either these guys are name changed. No, they're not, because I don't recognize their character names. These are all new players on this server. It might actually be worth reaching out to some of them and seeing what their disposition is as far as what they want to do for the game state. But we're done here for now, so we're going to go exit out. Let's go check in on my 3808 spot. Now, the 3808 spot, I am definitely uh, tempting fate where I am. And again, it's not a big old shop or anything. It's a tiny ass little spot. Let's see how long before raid window. We got about a half an hour before things can get hairy. My only two level 60s that I actually have, and like I said, I in the past when I would get wiped from a server or we were moving and there was very little likelihood that I would ever come back to a server, I did recreate the characters, but I have since adopted the policy that if you get your character to level 60 on a server, you've got a substantial number of the discoverable recipes, like Silent Legion and all that stuff. Um, don't delete your character. If you get wiped and you're not going to be playing for a while, just let it all go to seed. Popcorn it if you want to, if you feel like it. But don't delete your character because you never know. Things can change up. There's only, in spite of the fact that the server numbers have there are so many official servers. There's really only a few that would be playable by you because of the geography, because of the latency. The further away from your area that you go, the greater likelihood of you running into lag that is just devastating. Like that one I was on when I first got on. Okay, well, it doesn't look like there's anything going on here. And look, I can move around my character without having having to select weapons and shit. That's a good thing. So we have all of the goodies out of that. We can get rid of that. And I have some brimstone in here, so I can start making some more steel fire. No, I know everyone's like cringing. Oh my god, you guys have an alchemist. Well, I did. Once upon a very, very long time ago, I had an alchemist. I had all the crafters, believe it or not. I had a really good setup. And then I got raided. I wouldn't even say raided. I would say it was more like I got pillaged. They just broke in, took shit, and left. And that was, they killed me, broke my bed, made me wake up in the desert. By the time I got back to my actual base, what I had there was, despawning and shit, and it was just gruesome. Totally sad. So yeah, I've made myself some iron weapons. I have some gold coins, not much in here. I'm actually saving up to buy an alchemist. When I get 50 gold coins, I will probably be packing up all of this or taking as much of it as I think is necessary. I have like tons of water skins, but that's only because I don't plan to go wandering around out here. Um, yeah, I'll probably go ahead and respec to an encumbrance build. Right now, I am my explorer build with 35 points left open, just because I could put them into encumbrance, give me an extra 7 points up there. I could put them into accuracy and get myself the first first perk of eye for injury, and then some. But I'm not doing any actual killing. If I'm running as a solo, I always run tier 2 in survival for the hard workers, so I can harvest faster. Saves you on tool durability, actually, too. Try it out. I do the Vitality 3, that's a standard. So basically, survival to Vitality 30, encumbrance 20, grit 20, and then I fluctuate between strength, agility, and accuracy. I like the agility 20 because you can recover a little bit faster from the roll dodge. You don't use as much stamina in it. But like I said, and again, I'm just stuffed here in a little shack. By the way, if you're going to do this strategy, if you're going to be just making small little camps and stuff like that, notice there are no doors here. Doors are half the HP they used to be, and they're even worse than when they were back on. So, first of all, it camouflages you a little bit better, running with all stone, including that. So yeah, hint, hint. I'm actually up near a cliff face. You can kind of see it right there. There's the cliff. There's the open sky. There's the open sky. But yeah, I'm kind of hidden amongst the rocks right now and just kind of chilling out. Let's see what's on the player list. I don't know who that is, but they're recent. Huh. Dan Holmes, the finest. I do not know who he is. His online ID is not showing up, which means might be in a dungeon or he might be dead and spawning in. So I'm gonna leave. There's just no point being on. Normally I check my character to make sure that he's not having his legs and arms hanging out, but that's why I made a 2x2 hut. So I don't have to worry about that. Alright, so we got those done. Just checking levels, so let's do that. 3782. Did I check that one recently? That one showed up real fast. 3753. That's the PVE server. Let's go check this out. I've been playing this one for a while. That's the other thing too. Is like I'm not just checking the lowest ping servers. Like see, see 3808 had really low ping, and when I spawned in, I didn't have that my character wasn't stuck in the ground kind of thing. I think that means something. But anyway, a lot of times when I do this little test, when I'm testing out a server and scanning through things, it's not just the character that has the lowest ping throughout the day, but it's also whichever one loads up first. And I'll take a note of that. Even if he doesn't have the lowest ping, if that server loads in first, that tells me that this server is actually geographically closer to me. Just a theory. I haven't tested it. So this guy looks like he's the lowest server pot now, but he's not leveling. Oh, excuse me. Of the ones I'm leveling, he's got the lowest server, but this one here showed up first. So we're gonna check them all, of course. But I think I might go ahead and actually level this one since he's lower. We're waiting for this guy to show up because we don't know. He could actually be a 33. This is the one where I just joined a clan again. I hadn't been in a clan for a few months. And I am not encouraged with the idea that it has taken so long to load. I want to show you something. Okay, so we're going to load this one here. Okay, just because I am not level 60 on this server. That's what that level bar right here, that's what that means. So it's like if you have multiple characters and you can't remember which server they're on, you can more or less remember them by your levels, hopefully. But that's not going to work because I'm not level 60 here. So unless somebody was able to log into my account and level my tune for me, I'm going to call hacks. But mostly I'm going to be like, I don't know. Do I really want to keep playing on a server like that? That's that kind of glitch. That kind of buggy shit used to happen on 3822 for me and a couple other of my clanmates. But then again, there was a suspicion that somebody on that server had hacked the admin panel, and that gentleman actually even PM'd me that, hey, I'm the admin now. I've told you this story before if you've watched any of my earlier videos or streams. I just ignored it. But about a week or two ago, I reached out to him and I said, "Hey, dude, you still playing or anything?" And he hasn't said shit to me. All right, so I'm on my bed. Let's see who's playing. I am the only hairless Ewok. Alright, well, from what I've been told, sorry, most of those guys are all friendlies, and I'm stuck in my bed. Yeah, that still works. Okay, who's this? Oh, that's just a guardian. Hairless Ewoks. There's not much in these. Aw, shit. Someone left a hyena. Damn it. I don't know who owns this. I think this is just random loot. Okay, whatever. Why do I keep hopping over here? What is that? Is that because of the door? Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, I don't know if I want to play that. That's Cletus. Where is everybody? Alright, well, I'm leaving the server because there's no point in playing. There's nobody else from the clan on it. It's hella buggy. My PlayStation's starting to sound like a blow dryer again. Alright, a couple more checkups. I want to play something. Oh, look at that. There he goes. Whoa, this guy right here. 3753. See, he showed up, and he's got not the lowest ping, but he's got a low ping. So I'm going to play him. That's my PvE character. And he's had a real tough time these last couple sessions. I've been able to level him, but he's gotten his ass eaten quite a lot of times by hyenas. He's really struggling with that cripple. So I'm trying to grind his levels so that he could get to the 20 points in encumbrance to get the sure-footed perk, because that'll help him get away from those hyenas easier. So it's getting crippled. It seems to be this character's one weakness. That's the thing I was talking about last session. I don't know if you watched that video yet. Go watch it. I'll leave it up. But yeah, see, look at no hang-ups or anything here. Loaded up real fast. That's nice. I'm not quite level yet to be able to make a fluid press. What was I working on? Okay. We have food. Was I burning stuff? Was I burning the ground? Burn the ground. I think I'm getting ready to try to make a, I think I'm trying to make, getting ready for a dismantler. Dismantler would be great. I need to get more, I need to get more fiber going in here. Not yet level 30, as you can see. Level 24. Oh, I didn't check my level when I signed into that other server. Fuck. Oh, no good. No bigums. So PvE, you don't have to have anything locked up or behind walls because there isn't anybody going to be doing any shit to you. Going to need some compostable materials. So we're going to go over here to my fishery and I'm going to grab all these guys. I would normally turn these all into oil and turn the other dudes into ichor. Actually, let's just grab them all. Let's do that. Let's get the ichor going. Because I'm going to need a lot of that eventually. Let's see, we're just going to go cook all this stuff. There should be some fuel around here somewhere. Yes, no, maybe so. Guess not. Huh. Alright, well, we're just going to dump all this in here because it's just going to need to be that for now. Let's go find some coal. I have some coal right here, so I can go put this in the campfire and I'll go get more. And who knows? Maybe we'll blow shit up. Let's see what happens. Maybe we'll get our ass blown up. Who knows? I know where there's some good coal to get. Did my torch get dismantled? Or demolished? I put a torch over here to mark the demon hyena's position. I'm going to get ready with the pipe because that's going to be a thing. Yeah. Yeah, my torch is gone. Oh, never mind. Somebody else got interested. Yeah, I had a torch over here. Huh. Well, this is really dangerous to do, but... Standing torch has decayed. Rawhide bedroll has decayed. Okay, so I was just on yesterday, and this stuff decayed not more than an hour ago. Huh. So putting that stuff down without a foundation, and yeah, because it was just outside of the grid that I'm in. Basically, the grid that you're in reactivates when you spawn in. You have to enter the grid that your character has some stuff on it, I guess, within a day because that stuff's going to be spawned otherwise. Oh, I'm doing pretty good here. This is nice. Alright, we need that hide, so we can do that. And you got loot? Yeah, you got some coal. Let's take your hide. That's good enough. And we're still heading out for the, sorry for the tisking. We're still going to head out for the coal. So we're going to get over here to the river. Go with, ooh, I'm going to go ahead and grab some birch. Not bark, birch. There's no birch in this game. Eventually I'll move this character up towards the highlands, but it looks like there's not too much activity up here. Not many people have managed to get them. There's not a big drive I've noticed on some PvE servers to get up to the volcano in the highlands, simply because you don't really have to worry so much about being competitive. There is the likelihood that staking a claim on a resource area could be a struggle, but I think with the new decay mechanics that they've implemented, the fact that stuff goes so fast, if it's not being maintained, especially if you're a solo, it's going to be not much of a problem to get to be where you want. Alright, now there should be some coal around here, but I'm also looking for vines. So I plan to get a horse, because that'll be nice to level a follower. As you notice, I should probably pick up some of the, yeah, there's that coal, sorry. I should probably pick up on. Some iron, but we're doing alright for now. Let's go ahead and rock those. Get some levels real quick. Oops. A little buggy right there. That's okay. I have the high ground. Waiting. Oh, okay, there we go. Ah, dang it. Wow. It's kind of bugged. A little bit glitchy. Oh, okay, yeah. Interrupt my combo. Thank you. And I did get very much XP off that. Oh, it's the sandstorm. Fucking always the sandstorm. They really should just take that shit out because it doesn't do anything. I mean, I've been to this sandstorm both as a low-level character and a high-level character, and have yet to get totally destroyed by it. I mean, it used to be that I could stand around and no, cues, but I would be taking damage. I have been in the sandstorm at least for about the last 2 weeks since the last update, last week, and still have not taken any damage in the sandstorm, so I'm not thinking that it's a problem. They should just get rid of it. Just keep it local to the unnamed city. Come on, what the hell? Really? That's all I get? I was hoping for some brimstone. I'll have to go up to the galleon to get that. It's getting dark, so I'll think about this. All around the mulberry bush, the rock is the exile. The rock knows thought it was all good fun. Pop goes the exile. Ouch. I should be getting some XP off of these guys, but I'm not. Yeah, it doesn't look like I got very much. Well, we'll get some more stone going here then. Too bad I can't make torches out of coal and wood like you can in Minecraft. You can make them out of grass fiber, branches or grass fiber and wood. That's fine enough, I guess. I know there was a chunk of coal around here somewhere. There it is. So once you get to level 30, things are going to go a lot faster for this character, hopefully. You don't really have a need for explosives in this game on PvE, as far as I can tell. Unless you want to blow your own stuff up. I don't even know if you can do that. And testing it on a private server, I don't think makes a difference. There's another guy. Thought I got them all. Did he respawn? Let's make the feet. That critical on there. There we go. See how you like it. Go for the throw. Yes, they do. They take the lead. Which is hilarious. Yeah, rock nose will bleed. Yet, undead I don't think do. Yeah. I should probably be farming these guys with a axe or something. Let's see what happens if I take skin and I get anything funny. I get crystals. Yum. Tasty, tasty crystals. I think it's interesting that you can turn crystal into salt, or you can turn crystal into glass. I'm thinking to myself, do I really want to put that on my food? Don't do that in real life, guys, please. Grinding up crystals does not make salt. It just makes grounded crystals dust. It's not digestible by the human body, and it's dangerous. Don't do it. sure there were some design choices they wanted to make. Hard for that slip of an accent. Oh my, I'm working so hard to not have that. Design choices. Sorry, don't know where that comes from. I've been like that since I was very little. In fact, they had me go to a speech therapist, and they wanted to find out if I was, well, I don't know what the term they used back then was, colloquially known as retarded. Uh, I grew up in the '60s and '70s, so, but I had this really bizarre kind of mid-eastern accent, and my my grandparents were German and Russian, but they've been in the states long enough to to earn an American accent, and they were both from the North Dakota region, so that, the accent up there is not that much dissimilar to it's not that much different than Colorado or California for that matter. My mom talked a little bit, had my mom would put on accents, and so would my dad. Both of them were goofy that way, and so maybe as a youngin I picked up on that as well, and so maybe that's what that is. Who knows? I like listening to different accents. I like studying other people's languages and dialects. I don't learn foreign languages. English is so damn diverse and interesting and fascinating enough of a language that you can quite honestly spend your entire academic life just studying the intricacies of English. So, there's that. Let's get some more of this going. And guess what goes in the composter? Oh, yeah, I guess I don't need that either because I'm cooking fish. I'm loving it. And we're collecting vines for when I finally get around to making getting a horse stable. I need a stable thing. We're gonna make a bunch of rock. We can do that. Throw this in there too. I'm gonna hold on to the crystals. Because while you have no real need for bombs in this game, it is still a journey step, and so it is worth it. You can still use fire glands because that'll be something you can throw at bosses and enemies. It works in dungeons, and for that matter, so do explosive jars. I guess we're good for this. Not a real extensive collection. Let's go put that bug in the fish traps. There we go. So let's see, have I gained another level? I'm only level 24 still. I'm only just a build. There's a bee. Ate it. We're gonna just keep accumulating the Ica. Alright, so checking my stuff. Let's go ahead and repair this. And repair this. And repair this. Really hasn't built much out there. Who else is here? Oh boy. Okay, that's good enough. Alright, let's go make a run out towards the sail stitch. There's a spot or two out there with some ready brimstone. Ready brimstone. Ooh, is this the corrupted hyena? I don't think so. But he is noticing me. That's good enough. Okay. Wrong weapon. Well, in my last stream, I found out that if you try to swap between weapons, why am I on camera's all weird? That the game deliberately makes you lag a little bit between weapon swaps. Like if I'm doing this, go stab, stab, and I try to do this to back out. See, you can hear that. You heard the clicking, right? So you could, yeah. Okay, so let's try this one more time. So I'm gonna go stab, stab. See how long that delay is? That's to prevent you from being able to, like, you know, pike a person, then switch to this and back out. You know, you can jump away, of course, but whatever. Yeah, real trick is this is the one that gives the most distance to you. So it was something that we were able to do back a few months back, but not anymore. Oh, wow, 1, 2, 3. That's kind of fun. Let's see how this works out. I'm gonna die. And I'm crippled too. I should be making aloe potions like crazy right now. When you're 1vx. Oh, he died on him. He died on them. He's supposed to come for me. Is he gonna or not? Yeah, I really I don't like what they did to daggers. Daggers are not that OP that you needed to do that. 'Cause that's just slag. Player skill is a combination of timing and being able to understand the mechanics of a game so that you can best capitalize on them. And when you are punished for that, it's when the meta changes. That feels like feels like you're being punished for it. It does to me at least. I think it's just ridiculous. You know, daggers are supposed to be quick. I don't mind the whole, you know, having that bit of a pause between weapon swaps. That's fine because that was a kind of an exploitable thing. And honestly, in the so-called real world, which this game has absolutely no correlation to whatsoever, that I could see where, you know, that would be a thing, that'd be relevant. But, you know, but to cause daggers to hang up for so long. Oh, apparently this doesn't seem to be working very well for me at all. Look at that. This guy needs to earn some levels. I typically like bleed not just because of the damage over time, but really because weapons with bleed seem to last a bit longer because you're spending less durability doing damage, and you know that's relevant. This is the point where I wanted to come up. I thought that was coal there for a second. I also wanted to see if anybody had built around in here too, because this would be a nice little spot. I mean, you don't need to be strategic about your building in PvE, other than the fact that, you know, how you want to balance where you build versus your resources that you earn. But a lot of people like to build down in this little crevice. The crevice, of course, being the actual, you know, PvP spot up in the north that everybody likes. Everybody wants that spot. It's got this beautiful natural bunker. All you have to do is close off like 3 different points, and if you make them difficult enough to blast through, I mean, getting a god down in there is even hard. Now, to be fair, we did. I was in a clan, and I did have a friend who did build in there, and he barricaded his shit in there. I mean, we're talking a good 7 or so walls worth of foundations. Uh, and in a single evening, this clan was able to blast through it pretty damn fucking effortlessly. And yes, this was that clan who had the password for the admin panel. So they were spawning bombs. It didn't matter.
See me and tremble!
Okay. Appreciate dancer. I don't know if I really want to deal with this guy. Can I get up the rock or not? You're gonna make me hop on tiny stones. Give me a break. That's the thing. That's what I'm talking about in this game. It's like, give me a break. I want to kick his ass because I don't want to have to deal with him when I farm. I'm shooting his feet and he's not taking any crit. Come on, cripple. Take some damage, baby. Wow, that accuracy. I'm like aiming over his shoulder and he's like taking. That's a pretty large hitbox. Very generous. Yeah, archery seems to be the thing here. What'd you have? Ooh, good boots. But we all know what we're really going for here. Hide. Alright, so back to collecting that brimstone. Excuse me. So, like, if you're playing on a PvE server or you're playing on a very casual or light PvP server, if you can build around this area, this is a fantastic little spot to build, honestly. You are pretty local to fish. You know, you got the river down the cliffside there that you can go ahead and build into. Put up some fish traps, no one's going to mess with them. On the PvP server, yeah, you'll probably end up with somebody, you know, stealing from you unless you build a hut. But for the most part, it's not that bad. You know, this is a pretty decent spot. And yep, she's. Oops. I guess technically I could even put down a chest if I wanted to. But I'd have to put it on a foundation, otherwise I got stripped out of the game and forgot about it. I got back the next day to be despawned.
Pokey pokey, mate.
Okay, assist. So want to get to that dismantler recipe so that I can start chopping up all this loot. Only 18 brimstone. That's not enough. I am going to have to go into the spider caves, I think. As much as I'd rather not at this character's level in development, it's going to be pretty hairy without a follower. Alright, okay, sure. Sniper war?
Just as me cutlass was growing rusty.
Oh, that's cool. Match mode. Just stack up some of that bleed. There we go. Perfect. You just walk around. Seriously overacting. Come on. There we go. Alright. Kind of alternating between light and heavy attacks to see what happens. There's some rubber banding going on right now. There we go. Finally finished his ass. I killed a bunch of bugs. This is probably going to encumbrance me now. Oh, good. Excellent. Wow. It sounded like he was right on top of me, but he wasn't. So. Oh, cool, a gold bar. Something I've noticed is that you do have to take the feet, you have to take the recipe, but you don't need the coin stamp anymore to make coins in a excuse me for the tisk, I'm sorry. You don't need a coin stamp anymore to make the coins in the blacksmith station, which is kind of neat. Alright, let's see. Still level 24. I've got so much killing to do. But we're going to take this shit back to the base first. And then I'll make another trip back out to the Black Alley and see how far I can get through. I guess I could probably try to take on the Demon Rocknose. But I'm not going to. Just want to get straight back to the camp. Whoa. Timed that one pretty good. Not that so much though. Alright. That should be more than enough hide. We still need to get a lot of brimstone though so I can actually make that steel fire that I want for the sickle. Oh, my nose. Okay. Uh-huh. Right. Let's see, what else do we have here? Nothing else, okay. Into the pot goes this, we don't need that. See, watch, I'll show you. So, and then you can just come over here, and all you need is the feet. So, oops, wrong button. It's going to be under survival, if I believe right. Yes. No, it's under weapons. Blacksmithing. Or not. Is it an armor? I can never remember. I don't normally use it. Yeah, here we go. Fine metal crafts. I guess it's in the armor's bench. So, you know, I don't have to make a coin mode. Last time I did this, there you go. There's no coin mold in the blacksmith bench, so you save yourself some iron, which is cool. And now for something truly amazing. Da 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 da. Throw that in there. Throw that in there. I guess I'll keep the silver in here. Somebody was telling me there's an NPC that'll trade you glass jars for silver coins. So I am going to try to find that person. I'm going to put the die in here. It's just a ceramic jar. I don't know what it's going to make me, but whatever. Those 37 more steel fire. Yes, thank you. Alright, all you need to know is that alchemist, and yeah, we'll be doing great. I'll put this die in here also, and I'm gonna drop off this crap over here. Don't need to worry about any of that. Put that in there. Put that shit up. This out of here. I don't do anything with salt, so whatever. Oh, here we go. Bones, yes. The glass goes in here because I do have to make. I don't have to do anything, honestly. I want to make a glass mold, just because that will be important eventually. I suppose I could probably put this here for now, and I'll put this there. Now, what is this? Salacio's instructions. Oh, we already found it. I'll put that in there too. I'll put that up there. Already gotten righteously drunk. We can't even speak. So that away. Okay, so we're done with that. I need to take it over here because these guys need that shit. Let's go get some more iron. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's go attack the NPCs. What time is it? Is it raid hours yet? Yeah, it's raid hours. Alright, so, anything happens over here? If I attack that wolf, yeah, straight up PvE. He has the high ground! No, he doesn't. Now I do. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Whoa, 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 whoa. See, in PvE, the dogs won't attack me. Oh, he just fucked his ass. That's kind of nice. Oh, by the way, on that note, this is not a channel for children, as defined by COPA, FCC, or YouTube. So yeah, go watch yourself some Donkey stuff, or find yourself a nice little Sesame or Mr. Rogers episode, or maybe like one of those weird slime crafters. Come on, me, baby. I got some fun for you. This is what you could do with a PvE server. So, let's see. You just take them down here and get those. You don't get credit for that unless you put a stick on them.
Man, they made a stick of steel.
Put a stick on them, then yeah, you do get creds. But it's a fast and easy way to harvest a bunch of shit. be everybody. Who stayed behind? Somebody did. Oh, here we go. Heights have such a weird range on them. It's like way, way more than it should. Okay, I ran out of stamina, didn't regen. What the hey? Come on. Finish him off. He's gonna bleed to death for me instead. Funny. Are you named? No, you're just I could go ahead and actually he's not gonna follow me. Try to get him to get to the dogs. Going to the dogs, buddy. You're gonna die here. Now that worked out. So swapping right in the middle of the attack is not going to help. You can't break combos anymore. So why did my character get accused of it? Oh, did he despawn on me? Fell to the mesh. Sorry for the tisking, but freaking stupid ass rock humpers. Anyway, I wanted to try to get at least one motherfucking level off this asshole today, but not gonna happen. Yeah, we don't deserve it. Gotta find some feathers, make some real bows and arrows. It is really fucking cold in my house right now because I want to see something funny. It won't attach. It won't attach. Once upon a time, I built a miniature village in Conan Exiles, and I was able to attach these little candles. Oh god, it's totally get me now. I was able to attach the candles as is it not light? There we go. That's pathetic. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. You hear me. You hear me. I am getting hungry again. I made awesome today, as I like to say. What I made was this. I got some minute rice and a bag of the it's like coleslaw cut vegetables. It's basically broccoli, carrots, and cauliflower, but it's cut in those like shoestring julienne cut strips. And so first thing I did was I made the rice, and while that was getting to room temperature, which is the key here when you do single pot stir fry, move the rice over to a bowl to hold it until it got to room temperature and cool off, just like you would for sushi rice. And didn't do any vinegar or sugar or anything like that to it. But then pat of butter, which is for me 2 tablespoons of butter, so it's not obscene amounts of butter. It's only barbaric amounts of butter. And then I threw in the bag of cut vegetables, and just basically sweated them. Well, not really sweated them, but kind of simmered them, so they got bring up the color. You can always tell when you're doing a good job with vegetables when you're frying them or warming them up, is when the color intensifies. It gets a little bit more saturation. There's a bit of a translucency to the edge, to the edges. Then you've got it right for the most part. And then into that went about a tablespoon or 2 of soy sauce. I was making servings for 4 here. And then I threw in the rice and I stirred everything up, and that's just the base, okay? Then on top of that goes some microwave chicken nuggets. I know what you're saying. Believe me, these are Tyson chicken nuggets, okay? So they're really good. So on top of that goes on top of each, when you microwave the chicken Tyson nuggets, you serve up your bowl, you put your chicken on top, and what I like to do is throw some honey over it. You know, I don't use an actual teriyaki glaze or sweet and sour sauce. I use honey, and I try to find a brand that's as pure as possible. Look for brands that have basically just one ingredient on them, honey, if you can afford it. If you can't, honey plus a preservative is okay. It's not gonna be bad. You want to stay away from the things that are mostly high fructose corn syrup and all that other bullshit. You don't want to buy syrup. You want to buy honey. So I'm waiting for sunrise when I jaw away at you guys. Thank you for listening. So basically, that was the bowl I made yesterday. Well, this afternoon, I had with some leftovers because, like I said, I made this a serving for four for the family, and it was mostly meant as a side. So that's why I only made 4 servings. So there was some leftovers, and so this morning for brunch, which was about roughly 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon for me, I went ahead and did the same thing. Only I added a teaspoon of barbecue sauce, and we had those fruit cups, the kind that have all that juice in them, and they're horrible. They're horrible. Don't listen to anybody. Don't, parents, if you're putting that shit in your kid's bag for lunch, you're not really helping them get their daily, they're just really full of sugar. So I drained off a cup of this pineapple, and I threw that in there. Not warmed up or anything like that. So I had like piping hot rice and the piping hot chicken, not like spicy hot, but like temperature hot. And then I threw in the pineapple, mixed it all up, added my honey, which of course is even more sugar. And that's kind of why I'm just like literally you can scrape me off the ceiling right now. I'm so wired up. I've been flying on that sugar rush for what is it now? 4 hours? Yeah, for about 4 hours now. So try it out if you're not diabetic, that is, or trying to lose weight. I'm sure there are like low calorie versions and low sugar versions you can try if you don't want to do the honey. Even just the pineapple would be good, but drain the juice. You don't want rice soup unless you're going for that. That's not what you're trying to go for here. So it's kind of like a kind of a sweet and tangy setup, and it's actually pretty goddamn good. I really had fun with it. So yay. Maybe I'll start making that a regular feature in these streams as I'll talk about my foodie experiences. Give you guys something else to listen to other than me prattling on about the same old bullshit about I wish the game would do this and I wish the game would stop doing that. Wouldn't it be cool if we could do this? Which is, I mean, to be fair, that's kind of like, kind of a thing anyway. But it is just me talking here. There isn't anybody else in the party chat. I don't even remember a party chat. So, yeah. Okay, looks like we have enough steel fire that I could go ahead and make some steel. Okay, so 81. So wait, that's 25. Oh, that's what the problem is. Is it 5 steel bar for... Is it 5 steel bar for 1 steel fire? For 1 steel, is it? I can't remember. I don't ever really pay attention to this. Let's find out. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Alright, so I need more iron. Yay. Let's go do that. I guess I could put the brick here, because I'm trying to make... I think I'm trying to make a stable, aren't I? Yeah, I need the... Oh, I have enough to make a stable. Ta-da! Let's get that cooking then. Let's go find ourselves a horse. That's going to take a few minutes, so in the meantime, back to the ranch. We're going to go ahead and get some more iron. So exciting, isn't it? Just watching me like very, very casually farm. I should probably run out this coal since I don't have that discovery yet and pick up the obelisk. Maybe I'll do an obelisk run. I know where they all are, and I know that with a few stacks of fish, so a random weapon. Maybe I'll take the daggers and the pole arm. few stacks of cooked fish and a couple of water skins, I should be able to make all the obelisks except for the volcano and the frost keep, because I'll probably freeze to death before I get too close to the north. Well, not the frost keep, the black keep. The black keep is the one because you have that ice bridge. You have to cross the ice bridge, and unless you have some really good cold weather and some fire, it is doable. So maybe I'll do that on the next session. Give some discovery XPs. If you want to be efficient in the game, if that's what you're trying to do, trying to find the most efficient way to level in the game, not just the quickest way, but the most efficient use of your time in the game, it is probably best to try and get all the discovery points as possible, and then get all the minor journey points. Oh, come on, don't, come on, man. What the hell? Why'd you take us so long to fucking get your stamina back? It's fucking annoying. I check the list every time something weird like that happens, because, yeah, sure enough, some more people joined in. Lots of people are joining in now. It's interesting. Everybody's here for the evening. It's raid window, but there's no raiding ability allowed on this server, obviously. People are still getting on after 5 o'clock. It's kind of like my Craigslist theories. I think Craigslist, the only people who respond to Craigslist as vampires or want to be vampires. It doesn't matter what time sundown is throughout the year. I can't tell you how many times we'll post something on Craigslist and we'll get responses to it, and every single one of them is like, you know, if sundown's at 5, they want to show up at 6. If sundown's at 7, they want to show up at 8. If sundown's at 8, they want to show up at 9. It's like, oh man, when you got a problem with direct sunlight, is, you know, whatever. I mean, I'm actually a shut-in, so, you know, I don't like going outside at all, for the most part. Which is weird, because I love being at the park and the zoo, and I enjoy being at the mall. I have a fantastic time on the rare occasions that we get out to the coast and I can see the beach, get on the beach and play in the water and the sand and all that stuff. I'm like a dog. I think that's what it really is I'm more of a dog-cat type personality than I am an actual human, because I am totally okay with just hanging out in the house all day doing shit, playing games on my days off, or doing work on commissions and things like that. It's all that fun, but if I'm taken out into an outdoor environment, I want a real outdoor environment. I don't want to have to go to offices and shit. I don't want to have to go to shopping malls in the sense. I mean, I have fun at the mall, but I don't have fun going into the stores and stuff. I have fun just walking around the mall and looking at people and looking at the storefronts. And I mean, there's only a handful of stores that I ever feel like I ever need to get into. And that's mostly for just, for the shopping thing. I like shopping at the arts and crafts stores. Those are a lot of fun, though. I will make that be a destination for me if I can. I used to be pretty big at the big box stores. I used to like shopping there. Not so much anymore. Getting older, more refined interests, a little bit more specified desires, and well, what do I have that I could toss that I don't need? Stone's not as important as iron, but all the same. Okay, alright, we can harvest this last 2 birds here. I could basically crawl back. There's no point to be worried. Yeah, let's just crawl back. And you don't get any harvesting credits. That's kind of boring. Alright. Let's just crawl our way back. It's not like someone's gonna fucking run up on me and kill me for my loot. Maybe an NPC. Now, if this had been a PvP server... Oh, dude, really? Okay.
You'll dance for me now, or you'll swing for me later.
Yeah, I don't care. You could die right now.
You've got no chance.
Guess what? You broke my helmet, motherfucker. kill point, I don't get the credit. Yeah, he broke my fucking helmet. There's my flawless helmet. My awesome helmet. I can't make flawless armor right now anyway. I have to get an armor for that. Well, I don't even have the recipe actually. I don't know if we can still do that. So, just as a reminder, if you're brand new to Conan Exiles and looking around, you found this video, you actually sat here and played it in the background while you wanted to, learn about the game a little bit. Listen to me talk about my adventures in quick and dirty stir fry. Anytime you're over encumbered, this is why you want to build near the river as much as possible. Being over encumbered and then swimming don't mean dick. You know, you can still go as fast. I mean, you'll burn more stam than you normally would if you weren't over encumbered, but you can still get up and down the river pretty okay. So, I can't repair an armor that's been broken. Can't repair this yet. See, I don't have a crafter to repair it. See, well, actually maybe. Yeah, don't have the expertise. See, so that's gonna suck for now. I don't have a helmet. Whatever. I'm not gonna be salty about it. But I am getting kind of bored. So, yeah. I want to go do something. I want to go do stuff. Alright, well, let's go find ourselves a pole. Pole? I think we can do that. We'll see what Mr. Nugget Basher heads over here had. Is he still here? Oh, he despawned. Oh no, there he is. Wow, that doesn't look like a sacrificial rock. Funny. I'll repair that with the iron that I got off of his ass. I wonder if I could get these to kite this boss over. I don't know if I'd actually want to. State Farm, like a good neighbor. These guys still Darkhaven? They changed their name. Darkhaven. So, let me think. There's the Rockledge Shaleback or Shaleback King Koopa. That's what his name is. King Koopa. Kappa. Kappa. More sandstorm. That's always a thing. Long rash journey. Let's see if I can kite you over to some NPCs. And some yucks off of that. Maybe. Get out of the way, fat ass. Aw, ran out of the good fun. Guess he can't get over the rocks. got me. Or I got hit with something else. Now we go. That's sick. Let's check it out. Nope, not gonna happen, huh?
Camp, mate.
Okay, so that's kind of BS. I thought maybe they would attack me. Ooh, he got her though. Ooh, shit! I'm getting my ass killed here. Not regenerating much. Really? Bitch. Just kill each other, will you? There we go. Figured it happened eventually. Come on. Really? There you go. Wow. That took forever. Okay. Still back on our task. Finding ourselves a baby horse. Should be one up around here somewhere. Towards that way. We're gonna just, scoot past all these monsters. Oh, I'm gonna start collecting this. I can't wait to get my scythe. Start making some real aloe potions. And frick, damn it. Actually get some, get an alchemist. That's what I really like the most. I think the alchemist is probably the most important crafter that you can pick up as early in the game as possible. I think I already had that emote, but we'll see. We got it anyway. We got it again. It's okay. Need more branches. Since I'm coming out here to pick up a horse, I might as well go ahead and try to pick up some feathers too. Is that croc still following me? No, he gave up. Just keep collecting aloe because that's just going to be a thing. Get those potions going. I guess I could probably also make a temple, a shrine to Mitra. I think that's my deity for this character. I could just start making ambrosias, I am right next door. Oh, it's a beach party. Yeah, if it was PvP, I'd be worried. Alright, there should be a fowl up on the ridge somewhere. And there should be one down around here. There she is. Give me your baby. You're mine. Cool. And then we got birds. Barkies. Ooh, some stuttering right there. I guess everybody's getting on right now. Nope, State Farm came on and left. I guess they were just touching off on their camps to make sure the shit didn't despawn. That's pretty much the only real risk you have on a PvE server is that your decay timers, if you don't manage your decay timers properly, you can end up losing a lot. And not just to the purge. Come on. Alright, wanna play this game? You know how this works. Slash you, cut a tendon, maybe get an artery. And then you do that. You just kinda like fold in half and spill all over the place. Yay, I got a new helmet. That kinda worked out. Serendipitous thing. So I actually planned it. There's nothing, I'm not that clever. Well, oh, 18 boots versus 13 boots. That's worth it. That's garbage. It's kind of nice. Still going for the birdies. I could probably also do narrow and expand. I don't think I have that yet. I got Cannibal's Rest, but I don't have narrow and expand, so we could do this. These guys did a fantastic job. Look at this. This is beautiful. Oh, cool. Can I ride an elevator? I think I already used this elevator. Who is this? Mazashi Industries. Oh, I've been out here before already. They're not here yet. I mean, they're not here on the game. That's kind of whatever. Hello? We can do all kinds of nutty things like this, you know? On a PvE server. It's totally cool. Put T3 pillars at the bottom where the purge would hit them. Okay, that's nice. Nice. He didn't shut down the feather spawners, so that's nice. Oh, there's a hut over here. That's kind of cool. Actually, I bet you they've been on already. I kind of want to. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need her. I could probably just toss that too. Yeah, it's garbage. Garbage. I wonder what the decay timer on here is. They don't have a dismantle, so let's go pick up the discovery for these guys. There's no expand. Oh look, we have a sandstorm coming. Because that means something. Right? Does it? Wait. That's narrow and expand. I'm not even. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Well, here's the sandstorm, and not taking any damage. What the hell? How did that happen? Just to say, maybe I will. Who knows? This is that Mizashi Industries people. Yeah. Just can hang out in here while the sandstorm's blasting. Because it's really going to do so much damage to me. Mostly it's just going to be, I'm going to be doing some climbing and it'll just be a pain in the butt to see clearly when I climb. So I'm going to wait. Alright. We good? Alright, we're good. Let's see if I can get a bird. Yep, got him. I missed. Wow, that's a major miss. No ammo again. Huh. Alright, no problems. Oops. Damn it. No, we have to sit and wait. Should be a nest up here. And that carcass. But apparently not. Aww. Did it fall down there? I missed. I didn't even see it. Oh, whoa, whoa. No? Aww. Dang it. Alright, I was gonna go all the way up to the top. Whatever. We can do that. Ugh. Fine. Neighbors are playing some music right now. It's just all you hear is the bass, and it's just dude, 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 dude. It's the most redundant bullshit. Oh, come on, really? Oh, gee. It's like every time they do the patch, for weeks afterwards, until they do another patch, the fucking climbing mechanic is just gimped. I mean, yeah, I know. You know, stop being so lazy, get your ass to the mountaineer, get the fucking climbing recipe, but honestly, you shouldn't need to. If you have the stamina to do it, you should be able to climb up, get your shit done. That's not gonna be enough. I need to kill some birds, and I thought I shot one, but it's like, whatever. Look at that. What's up with that bullshit? Okay, I am like hella fucking old and fat, and I can climb better than that. So, I mean, come on. This is just being sarcastic to me now. Alright, let's see. Alright, now I know I got him. So it should be a dead bird up there when I get up there, right? Watch what happens. Let's see what happens. Dead bird! Yay! Skin that dead bird. Oh, it's so gross. 22 is not bad. It's not bad. It's not perfect. But it's okay. 22 feathers is a good start. Start making iron arrows. Yay, nasty spiders. Okay, let's see what happens if I do a pick on this. I get 5 feathers. What if I pick at it? It's so cool. So we use a pick to harvest the nest, and you get lots of feathers. Let's try the kitty knife. See what happens. Nothing there. Okay. You get one if you just pluck. It's dark again. Jesus. I'm near the spiders though, so I have to be kind of careful here. Don't want to pull them. Well, I guess with an arrow. Let's see what an axe does. Axe gives you 4. No, not much actually. Pick is the best one. Just yet, although becoming a rope maker would be nice. I wonder what happens if I do actually shoot one. It shows a way you can go into first person with a bow. Does it draw all the aggro? Oh, fuck. Yeah, kind of. I guess spiders are okay. They're not terrible, but they do the whole triple combo attacks. So their stagger just properly can be a problem. Let's do some dagger work here and see what happens. Speeds on these guys. Seems doing alright. Kinda not. stamina, baby. Come on, give me some stamina. Just go back down here. Heal up for a little bit. Drink some water. Get some pitch. Get my bow. Shoot the bugs. Shoot the bugs. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, fuck off. Come on. Really? Just a glancing blow. Wow, these guys have a lot of health. And I got almost no XP off of that. See, that's the thing, is like, attacking some of these creatures is just kind of almost not worth it, because you get so very little XP off of some of them. There isn't just a more efficient. I mean, people say rock closes, but I really don't see it, honestly. I could just sit there and kill. If I have the grit, I should be able to roll dodge out of that no matter what. Lazy. Sometimes I think the game just gets lazy. I know you sense me. Come on, that's why you're here. Combo interrupted. Everything gets interrupted anymore in this game. Cripple. It's like, that's like Kaiser irony right there. It's like, oh wow, look at the sunrise. Maybe they're weaker in the daylight. Just laggier. Taking any dots off that bleed. No, multi-stacking dots. 10 bleed should be enough to fucking wreck your ass. Seriously. Alright, now. Okay, that does nothing. But I know that if I was here with a sickle, scythe, it would be like fucking tons of fucking, gossamer. But no! I have to fucking fucking struggle at level 24 the whole fucking game? What the hell? Too many spiders. I'm not gonna deal with it. Getting some stutter now. What time is it? 6 o'clock. Wow. That's bad. That's so bad. So I goddamn I better gain a level. All three of these idiots. No, not dealing with it. Not worth it. Something I've learned in this game playing in other MMOs, well, the other MMO that I play, which is Elder Scrolls Online, Destiny doesn't call itself an MMO. They want to stay with the whole shared world narrative. I got really horrible with the hoarding, and but you can in Elder Scrolls because if your character dies, he just respawns at the waypoint. But in Conan Exiles, it's like, your character pops and you have to come back to your body to get that. So either have a bedroll on hand that you can use as a nearby spawn point, or don't risk yourself when you've got an inventory already near max. It's just a lot of shit you have to come back for. So it's better to get it back to your base, get it back to your camp, and if you feel like you still have the energy to go do more shit, well, do more shit, but I've been on this tune now for an hour and I gained one fucking level. I know there's more efficient ways to do it, and I just kind of, like I said, I'm just not really that inclined to hustle that hard for it. I don't really feel like I really need it. So give it me. You know what I mean? Alright, so we've got... Yeah, you go ahead and you punch the living fucking shit out of your workstation. It's getting kind of snaggly right now, so I think I might go ahead and just get shit put away. Go grab myself some aloe potions going on here, and put that in there. Put that there. That shit in there, get that going. Need to make a foundation so that I can go ahead and put down a horsey stable. Okay, so break some rock. I think it's a 15 foundation size. So let's see, we can do this. That's 3. It's 3 months. Really, I hate when it does that. It's just, yeah, it's time for me to get off the game. It's already 6 o'clock my time. We've been on for an hour or more, hour and a half. Yeah, at least an hour and a half. check in on it, make sure the IDK timers aren't going crazy. And I'm gonna call it. Disappointing evening, not much in the way of character leveling, but that's okay. We can work with this. Got plenty of feathers, make lots of arrows eventually. We are still pretty close to steel tools, so chipping away. Of course I'm over encumbered. Alright, now if I build this way, I'll have to put the fish traps somewhere else, but that's okay. Don't fuck with me, man. I hate that. Seriously, really don't fucking dig that shit at all. Fucking give me some glitchy ass fucking hang time shit. Especially with the building. That's the thing. The building system in this game is fantastic compared to others. Considering that you can't actually mine into the mesh and build underground, complex or install traps or anything. The building is pretty darn fucking impressive here, in my opinion. Oh, I can't wait to get the steel tools. More durability on this bullshit. You are doing what? Why? Wherefore? How to? Here we go. I should have enough space there now for the the horse stable. Animal pen, whatever. Next thing I'll be to make an animal pen. Start taming beasts. Get myself a horde of hyenas. Because the purge is not going to get to me anytime too soon. Okay, so here we go. Alright, I might have made that platform just a little bit too narrow. Okay, so let's try this. Sometimes if you lift it up, I think I gotta get a couple more blocks in there. Damn. So, one time in a really in a moment of desperation, I used my star metal pick, my star metal axe, which I know you should just make yourself a pickaxe when you got star metal. But I used a star metal axe to mine all the stone that I needed to mine. It was pretty ridiculous. I got lots of stone though. I still got all the stones I needed. Hours for it to spawn, for it to tame. I think I just needed 2 more blocks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. so that should be enough. Done. And done. Suppose I could grow him off of that. That'd give him high vitality. I would hope. I hope this spawns him has high vitality. Might not be enough. Yep, good. So let's see. Probably take out half of that, or take out a quarter. We'll leave a quarter behind. I think you only really need just one piece in there to grow them, contain them. So we'll go ahead and leave this back here. And I'm going to put this over here because stonework goes there. Put this in here. Okay, that's all for now. So we're going to check and see. Get past that. Yes, that was the goal I wanted for the night. Most importantly, getting that sure-footed perk, so awesome. And now with this, I can make a well of refreshment, which will get me out. Gives me a bit more range to deal with. Don't really need to invest in tier 2 building materials until you start dealing with the purge. It's not as important as just getting your basic crafting levels. Stove would be good because then I'll go out to the Mountains of the Dead and get that meaty mashup recipe. See, there it goes. Wood refreshment. Don't need to worry too much about any of this. And we're not close enough yet to a sandstorm match, but it doesn't matter because sandstorms are pretty damn freaking ridiculously mute. I chose Crom for my character's religion because I was going to go out and learn all the religions the old-fashioned way. Okay, well, there we go. Good points for me. That would explain why my character is kind of, I think, getting his ass murked as hard as he is because he doesn't have the favor of any gods. And I know that sounds silly, tinfoil talk, but like I said, I mean, and I've mentioned so many other times in so many other streams, I believe there's a hidden stat and an algorithm that operates in these games that determines what your random number chances are of getting certain types of loot, of being able to land hits, of, like, you ever play with somebody and it seems like they just have this most ungodly aim, and you know they're not using aimbots and they're really not that skilled, but they just always seem to line up the double kill pretty damn fucking easily. Um, it's because, in spite of the fact that the game uses hitboxes, you know, player versus target, I think that sometimes bullet magnetism or arrow magnetism or attack magnetism might be a little bit better for some people than others. And it might be down to hardware, software, whatever. It doesn't matter. Oh, obviously it's down to software. That's my theory. But it might be down to their hardware as well. But not likely. I'm talking specifically about my son, who has the room next to mine, and he and I play on console together sometimes. And invariably, he gets the luckiest shots possible. It's like he's running away from an enemy, turns around, fires off his weapon, just a blind hip fire shot, and he'll get a crit and kill the guy. you know. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? And I'm sitting there lining shit up with my bow or my sniper, and I could barely do body damage on a headshot. You know, I'll see the yellow number, but it reads as body damage. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's so fucking awesome. Yet, I can sign into Destiny, play for 45 minutes, and either get a catalyst, get an exotic, or get an exotic quest drop. And he's been grinding for months to get this one rocket launcher from the Nightfall, so the Osprey, so that he can get his Wayfinder reward, and that's the title he wanted. Whereas I got dredged in a little less than a week of just basically casual accidental play. Um, Same thing with my Malfeasance. You know, I got really, really lucky and was able to grind through the Malfeasance super fast. Now, Mountaintop did take me a while, but that was mostly because I just could not get my head around what calculated trajectory really meant. Now, the grenade multi kills, I really had a struggle. I was confusing the two for so much, and so when you're not fully aware or understanding what you're supposed to be doing to get certain achievements, you can't actually, hinder yourself just from the lack of patience and knowledge. So that's the key takeaway on this little I wanted to cover with you is getting that patience and that knowledge together and finding out what it is that the game is doing to you as a character, and then changing your meta specifically for that, because not all builds are going to work for everybody the same way. So far, it seems like this character is doing really good with archery, and definitely needs to get the cripple under control. So finally got that done. Surefoot is going to help a lot, and we'll see what happens in the next game. Until then,